Welcome to T-7 here on YAR Coach. T-7 and counting. You know, the brilliant Joseph Campbell said something like, you have to let go of the life you planned in order to live the life that's before you, or that's your future, or that you are making the way to live. You know, you have to let go of plans in order to be open to what life can actually give to you, which may be more, usually is way more than that. And so today, when we're talking about, in this time of right now, we're in COVID-19 sort of lockdown and people are getting really tired of it. What we're doing here at YAR Coach is what we can and not what we can't. What you do have right now, most of us, is time at home. And so let's do what we can do with this time at home. And today what I'm going to ask you to do is to get rid of old holiday decorations. There was a time in my life when I had, 15-foot Christmas trees and decorated for Easter and Halloween. I mean, I had kids at home and we had a great time with all that. And it actually honestly took me a while to realize that my life was changing. I'm the dynamic character in my own life, just like you are. And so I kept trying to hold on to these things, even when the kids were gone or had their own kids. And it took me a while to realize this doesn't fit my life anymore. This is not the life I live. And I found a lot of freedom in that. So while you're home, this holiday season may be very different for many of us who are used to having it one way, and we plan on being with family and all that stuff. So it may be a good idea to pull out those decorations now, whether you decorate for, Christmas or Thanksgiving or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or whatever it is that you do. Take some time. If your kids are home with you, this is a great time to pull out all those decorations and say, let's go through these. What does this mean anything to you? Does this, and maybe let go of the stuff that isn't pertinent anymore. My sister had a collection of nutcrackers that she had for years. Big ones, little ones, medium-sized ones, and she had this really pretty staircase. And at Christmas time, she would line the staircase with the, like 3-foot tall ones or whatever. And so all of her kids were grown and she was cleaning out and she had this precious nutcracker collection. And she said to all of her kids, do you want this, or what part of this do you want? And every one of them said, Mom, we don't want that. She was kind of crushed by it at first. Like, it was so precious to her and it meant something to her. The nutcracker meant something to her memory, her childhood memory, whatever. It meant Christmas to her, I don't know. But the kids, her youngest daughter said, Mom, those things creep me out. Every time at Christmas, I would be hugging the wall, trying to get up the stairs, I don't want those. And so there are things that we hang on to that don't fit us anymore. So today, what I'm going to ask you to do is to go through it yourself. Cherish the memories. Use your holiday lights year-round somewhere in the house or out on the porch or whatever. Don't just keep things stuffed away all the time. And the things that you do cherish and want to bring out in the holidays, make sure they are things that you cherish and that don't take up, why am I doing this every year? I have to, because it gets harder as we get older too. But you may find out that your kids really love some certain things and some things they don't really care about. So what the whole focus of this, let's remember, the whole focus of this 50-day countdown here on YAR Coach is living your best life now, being present now, living here in the moment. And the past is gone. The future is where your destiny lies. It's where my destiny is. It's the future. So letting go and clearing the space and doing what we can do and not what we can't do. I see a lot of people on Facebook and different places falling into the victim mode really easily right now. They either, make people feel guilty or, pity themselves, or they get angry and blame. All of that is a victim mentality. So it's giving other people power over your life instead of saying, hey, I can do what I can do right now. That life that I used to live where I got up, went to work, and went and did all this stuff, that's not my life right now. What is my life right now? And preparing yourself to open your mind up, let go of the past, let go of the life you once led, and move on into the future. You know, I wrote this book, The Identity Crisis of Parenting, and it's helped a lot of people. But do you think I wrote this book because I was a perfect parent? I mean, my kids could tell you differently. They won't because they're really nice people. But no, I wrote it because I learned along the way, and I learned, and I wanted to, it's almost like redemption for me. It's like I learned on my kids, which is how we learn how to parent, right? And I learned the good and the bad, and I wanted to share that. I can't go back in the past and redo it. I can't go back and say, I wish I'd have done it differently. That doesn't make sense. So what can I do now to move forward? And that was my answer to moving forward, and not living in regret and pain and victimizing myself about mistakes, but using them to help other people, which is redemption to me. So today, those holiday decorations, those ratty things, if you have stuff that the kids made that are falling apart, maybe give it to them if they're grown kids, or take a picture and say, oh, remember when you gave that to me? I don't know. But really, most of us have a lot more than we will use or we need to use. So today, T-7, go through those decorations, and with a big garbage can, because some of them aren't any good for anybody, with a giveaway box, and go ahead and get rid of those and keep the ones that you cherish. Keep the ones that mean something to you, because after all, this is your holiday, right? And to your family. So good luck with that. Let me know how it turns out. T-7. If you want to share this, make sure you let people know. You can go to the website, www.yarcoach.com, and you can go to the YouTube channel. All these will be on there so you can catch up. Don't worry. Don't be overwhelmed. The thing about now is most of us have time. We have time to pull all this stuff out, watch an old movie, and go through it, or go through it with your family and be fun about it and say, no, we want to keep it all. Fine, fine. This is just, there are so many of you I know who think, oh, I have all these boxes. When I decided to clean out, I'm just going to tell you, this is my experience. This is the advantage of aging, because you can lean on your experience, work through it, and other people can gain from it, right? And so when I decided to go through my holiday decorations and begin to give some to my grown kids and all this stuff, I took it out of my attic. I had 27 boxes of just Christmas decorations alone. So, you know, all that stuff that, to me, it's metaphoric. All those boxes of things in the attic are like things in my head taking up space. So clear your space so you can live your best life, because the future's coming, and it's going to be a good one. And we'll be in it together. T-7 here on YAR Coach. See you tomorrow, and bye for now.